Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, featuring in the background of today's video is Arthur, because I didn't want to leave him on his own whilst I went to film this video upstairs, so I thought I'll bring the camera down and film with him in the background because I'm sure everyone will love seeing him in the background anyway. Today's video is going to be running related, and if you are interested in anything running or sort of outdoorsy sports, that kind of thing, then please subscribe because I do make videos about running and things like that. So yeah, this video is going to be a review video because when I posted my ultramarathon video back in June or July, whenever that was, I had a couple of questions about the running pack that I used, and I was planning on making a video all about it anyway. So the running pack that I have is the Osprey Katari 7 hydration pack, and it is in black. So it is a, hello Arthur, it's a running pack, obviously a backpack with the straps, and then also in the pocket there it has a hydration pack as well, like a bladder, so you can drink from it. There's a drinking tube. The Osprey Katari 7 is actually a men's pack. I didn't realise this until a little bit later on, but it is actually a men's pack. But when I was looking for one originally, I went to go outdoors and this was one of the options that they had, and I tried it on and it fitted perfectly. This fits perfectly. I've got it all to the adjustments that I need. It's fine, it fits me absolutely fine. The adjustments all kind of work, so it fits me perfectly. If you are looking for a really good one that you're going to use for quite a long time, I think it is worth going into a store to try them on. This retails at £75, however, Sam, my boyfriend, kindly, I feel like he buys all the things I talk about in my videos. I swear he doesn't buy all of my running stuff, it's just the things I specifically talk about in these videos seem to be what Sam's bought for me. It's always just like a good present, like it's an easy thing to get for me for Christmas is something running related. So I think he bought me this last year, I think, for my birthday. It must have been around my birthday or something like that. I think he agrees with me. He likes to have stuff that will last for a very long time, and you want to invest in something really good. So I think he really sees the point in getting me something nice for my birthday that is going to last ages and that I'm going to use over and over again. Anyway, long story short, Sam bought me this last year and he didn't actually pay £75 for it. There's the Osprey Second Life website, and that's where Sam bought this. The Osprey Second Life website is where they sell products that have been used for display purposes, and so they're reduced down, or if they have minor wear or tear and things like that. So I think it literally was just used as a display bag. I think it's really good to not waste things. If it was going to be thrown away, I'd rather buy it even if it is slightly damaged or whatever, because I think it's still really good. I'll insert the measurements on the screen as well, because honestly I actually can't remember the measurements or anything. It comes with a 2.5 litre bladder, reservoir, whatever you want to call it. I think as it holds 2.5 litres, I think you can kind of gauge what sort of size this is. It's not a very small one, it's sort of a middle of the road one. It's not huge, but 2.5 litres is quite a lot to carry whilst you're running, in my opinion. It's attached to the straps here, the drinking tube, and you just squeeze that to drink out of it. It's really easy to fill up. You literally just slide that off the top and then you can open it up and literally just fill it up from there, and then when you're finished you can just slot that back on, seals it, and there you go, you're ready to go. The actual bag itself weighs 400 grams. I find I want to be as minimal as possible when I'm running. I know I've mentioned that in previous videos, but I really do want to be as light as possible and not have loads of stuff attached to me and have heavy gear on me. In terms of storage and things, which is kind of the obvious one with a pack, as you were looking at it, there are two pockets, quite deep pockets, on each side, which is really easy access if you have snacks in there, or if you're carrying, you might have an extra water bottle in there, or like an energy drink or something like that. And then there is a huge front zip down the front of it. As you look inside, you can see there are two pockets, two mesh pockets inside there, which is perfect for a phone or for holding snacks or for shoving, if you have like a map of the course that you're doing. Like, I've had that several times, especially with trail runs. If you have a map with you, you know, in case you get lost. I shove my map down the back and it keeps it flat and dry. I don't know if you can see, but there is a whole lot of space in there, and it's perfect for if you have base layers, extra coats, or like accessories that you don't want to wear throughout the whole run that you know you will take off as you go along and get warmer. So yeah, the ventilation is fantastic. In hot weather, I think the first proper race I used this in, it was really hot. The straps fit really nicely, and then it's got a chest strap across your chest obviously, and then it's got a lower strap that I think you can remove if you want to. I always use both straps just so it feels very secure on me. And then on the chest strap it has this little magnet, and then the drinking tube connects magnetically to that magnet there, and then it keeps it in place whilst you're running, but you can easily pick it up to drink from. Yeah, the padding is really good. There's a lot of padding on the strap, padding on the back. So honestly, I love this bag, though I do have a couple of negative things to talk about with it, because obviously you kind of suss these things out as you go along, and it's important to talk about the negatives as well. So one negative is that it does rub slightly. It doesn't rub if I'm wearing a t-shirt, that comes up quite high, but if I'm wearing a vest or sort of a lower t-shirt, then it does rub on my collarbones. If I was wearing it for a full marathon, then it probably would rub if I was just wearing a vest or just a sports bra or something. But if I'm wearing a t-shirt, then it doesn't rub. Or I can use things to help with the rubbing, like Vaseline, things like that. I don't use it loads when I'm only wearing those kind of clothing, so I feel like my skin just doesn't toughen up every time, because I go between t-shirts and vests and things all the time. And also I go through huge phases of not using it because I don't always do really long distances. I'm not doing marathons and ultras all the time. Sometimes, like at the moment, I'm literally doing up to 10k maximum, because I'm focusing on other things. And quickly also, that's another thing to discuss, is when should you use a pack? Honestly, it's up to you. I wouldn't use a pack for anything under 10 miles personally, unless it is a really, really hot day and you do need to carry water with you. I don't always like carrying a water bottle or something, so having the pack on my back is just easier to drink from. But in the usual sort of English weather and in the winter, I would only use it really for anything over 10 miles, like 10 plus miles. But obviously it's just personal preference and whatever works for you. So yeah, carrying on with the more negative things to talk about. It is too big really to take on a shorter run. If you were wanting to have hydration with you on a shorter run, you would literally just get one of those like vest packs. I do have another one upstairs that was free from a race, and that is good for the shorter races, but to be honest I never bother with those kind of runs, so that's why I wanted a bigger one, because if I do bother, it is on a longer run and it is more things that I need with me, so it's worth having a bigger pack. And also I can use this for other things as well, like walking, hiking, things like that, so it's not just specifically for running that I use this for. But yeah, if you are wanting this for a shorter run, then I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. It's just a bit too big. Another thing obviously to consider is the cost. It is on the pricey side. It's not the most expensive one, but at the end of the day, it's not really cheap either. £75 is a lot of money to pay, but that's why Sam bought it on the Second Life website. But I mean, it depends. I wanted a really good quality bag, and Osprey are a really good brand, so that's why I chose it. But I mean, it's up to you, I suppose. And the last negative thing that I can honestly think about with it is it's not very reflective at all. It has little bits of reflection on it. The writing, the text on it is reflective. There is an attachment for a light if you want to attach a light to it, but as it stands, it doesn't really have any reflection on it at all, so using it at night is a bit of a risk. But I suppose you can just wear a reflective top, or there are attachments for lights. And with that, I think that's everything that I have to talk about. Arthur has slept through that entire thing. He's using this little toy as a pillow, and it's just the cutest thing ever. But yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about. I do really, really recommend it as a running pack. It is my favourite one that I have. I only have like two, because I don't like unnecessarily buying things, and it served me so well on many races and training runs. and the last like really big thing it came with me on was that ultra marathon. So if you're interested in watching that, I'll link it in the description below, because I ran my first ultra marathon in June. I think it was the end of June. But yeah, with that, I hope you're having a really nice day. I hope this was informative. I will also link this in the description below so you can look through any technical things that I didn't talk about. I hope you're having a really nice day and look forward to more running content too. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Are you bored of listening to me talking about running stuff? I bet you are. Aww.